Hey guys, how you doing? Luna here with a new video. Welcome back to the channel. Today is going to be a bit of a weird video because I'm not talking about music specifically. I'm actually talking about the lyrics of one of my favorite songs, and actually out of the Rolling Stones discography, this has to be the song I've listened to the most, and that is Brown Sugar, released in the wonderful classic masterpiece of an album, Sticky Fingers, in 1971. This is probably not enough content to make a full video for the channel, but I was so shocked by what I heard and the lyrics from this song that I had to make a video on it, and YouTube Shorts doesn't give me enough time. It's only a minute. So to give a little context as to why I'm making this video, I upload a lot of YouTube Shorts to my channel. I actually upload one every week, and unlike these videos where I just come on here and give my opinion on a certain topic related to music or an album, an artist, or a song, I tell stories of the music industry, little fun facts that people may or may not know. For example, the Beatles recorded Please Please Me in one 12-hour long session, one day, or that Ozzy Osbourne snorted ants while on tour with Motley Crue because he didn't have cocaine. Those sort of stories I use the 1-minute format of the YouTube Shorts to make an interesting video. So because these videos are about stories that actually happened, I like to do my research and I like to make sure everything I'm saying is factual. I noticed that I never made a video on the Rolling Stones, so I decided to do some research and see what fun little stories I can tell about the trajectory of the band, their career, live performances, whatever I could find, because obviously I don't know the stories off the top of my head, so I have to go and find them on the internet. And I came across an article talking about the fact that the Rolling Stones decided to retire the song Brown Sugar out of the live performances, and I was like, it's one of their biggest hits, is one of their most loved songs, so why on earth would they not perform the track live anymore? That sounds like a wasted opportunity. So I immediately went back to the song and I googled the lyrics, and what I found was honestly kind of scary because I never noticed how bad the lyrics for this song were. Like, I'm telling you, bro, they're bad. This is fucking insane. When you look at the lyrics and you understand the story and how the New Orleans slave market was back then, you understand that this is probably one of the most out-of-pocket songs in the history of rock and roll music, at least, that come from the mainstream bands. I'm probably gonna put some of the lyrics here so you guys can see them, and I know that a lot of people, especially if you are, if you were around back in the 60s, you're gonna say that most of the rock and roll lyrics were like that, were pretty edgy, and not a lot of people paid attention to them, and a lot of other people are going to say that the song is actually trying to explain the horrors of slavery and the slave market. But it doesn't really matter what the song was trying to do. What matters is what the song is, and this is a story about a black lady being sold to a slave master who proceeds to sexually assault the lady. I'm not even exaggerating. That's the story of the song, and maybe on the second half of the tracks the lyrics can be up to interpretation. I understand that, but the reason why this is so crazy to me, it's not necessarily because I think the song should be banned or whatever. I feel like everyone should be able to write whatever they want, and whether or not we want to listen to the song or we want to feel offended by the song, that's our decision to make. The song should exist, and there's no reason why the song should be banned. We can agree on that. But a totally different conversation is the fact that I've been listening to this song for years. I've been a fan of the Rolling Stones discography for God knows how long. I'm 23 years old, I'm not that old, but I've been listening to the Rolling Stones since I'm 15, 14 years old. So that's at least like 10 years, a whole decade of listening to this song, being one of my favorites. I love to dance to the song, I love to sing the song even, and I've never noticed how bad and offensive and just ridiculous the lyrics were. And I go on the internet, I go on Reddit, Instagram, and Twitter, which is usually the place where a lot of the opinionated people go and hang out, and I see what people are saying about this song and Mick Jagger's decision to not play the song anymore live, and I find a lot of people arguing the same thing I'm saying. We had no idea what the song was about. A lot of people are also saying, hey, how can you say that? Like, you sing along to the song, you have to know the lyrics in order to perform the track, don't you? And the answer is yes, you do, and that's the reason why this is so confusing to me, because I gotta tell you, I was shocked the moment I read the lyrics for this song. I could not believe what I was listening to. Now, I believe that there's some people that exaggerate what the song is actually about, because I've seen some people calling this song a celebration of the sexual abuse women suffered back in slavery times. I don't really think it's that bad either, okay? But the lyrics are definitely out of pocket, and they try to approach a societal issue in a way that feels celebrational. That's why, even though I don't necessarily agree, I can understand when people are saying that. The argument that Keith Richards gave to the media back in 1995, I think it was, it's that, I don't understand how people missed the point. The song was actually trying to depict the horrors of slavery, and people are turning it around and making it like a whole offensive thing. And while that's usually the narrative with cancel culture these days, people are quick to jump to your neck whenever you say something that's slightly edgy or offensive. I don't really think that's the case with this song, and I believe that they were right to not perform the track again. And actually, back in 1995 too, Mick Jagger talked about this song and said, it's crazy. I don't know what I was on about when I was writing the song. It's definitely not something I'm all that happy or proud to say that I've written. And there's multiple interviews after that one in 1995 where he quotes the song and he says that, he's not really that proud of the things he said or the things he wrote. But I don't really know why it took him so many more years to finally get the song off of their live set. It's the Rolling Stones. They have so many hit songs. They have so many number ones. I'm pretty sure that you can do without including Brown Sugar in your live set. So I don't really understand why it took them so long, really. I don't know if there's any contractual reasons for it. There's no one's talking about it, actually. I believe that the information that was given as to why they decided to take down the song out of their live set was very incomplete. It was seen as a moral decision, but once again, it makes no sense that to be the case, because you could have done it years ago, decades ago, when you realized that the content of the song was very, very out of touch with the reality of slavery. How you made a song that remembers and talks about a time where a black man or a black woman were seen as an object, as something you can put a price on. Talking about that in a tune like Brown Sugar that's so energetic and fun, it makes you want to move and dance, it's kind of crazy. I don't understand what the point was. It's very clear to me that the Rolling Stones know how to take on an emotional song without abandoning their rock and roll energy. So the fact that they decided to tackle a theme like slavery with such carelessness is very puzzling, okay? And this is not to say that the Rolling Stones themselves, especially Mick Jagger, who's the one who wrote the song, or the main writer of the song, is racist. I don't really think that he's collaborated with hundreds, and literally hundreds, I'm not exaggerating, of black artists, back in the 70s, where racism, it was getting better, but it was still pretty bad. The band has admitted multiple times that their main influences to make rock music came from black artists, as any band from the 60s, because rock and roll at their very foundations of the genre, you're gonna find that it's an African-American genre with people like Little Richard, Howlin' Wolf, Fat Dominoes, so many examples of black artists setting the ground base for what rock and roll was in the 50s and 60s. It's almost impossible for an artist to come up in that time not to be inspired by a black artist, and the Rolling Stones were always very honest and clear about it too, so I don't think this narrative holds up either. So ultimately, a thought of the Rolling Stones being racist never really crossed my mind. The most shocking factor behind this song is how we constantly sing the song and we dance to it, and it seems like we enjoy it so much, but we never really paid attention to the lyrics and how crazy they were. That's what shocks me the most, and it makes me want to revisit the Rolling Stones discography all over again, and not only the Rolling Stones, but any rock and roll band from the 70s, and see if I can find another song that I've been singing for years and dancing to it and enjoying it, and then when I look at the lyrics, I realize how dark and crazy they actually are, and that's pretty much the reason why I wanted to make this video, because I want you guys to give me your own personal experience with this song. I know I'm late to this, by the way. This news came out like 5 years ago, so there's no reason for me to be doing this video right now, but I'm really, really, really interested in listening to your opinion, mainly because I know that most people who watch my videos are way older than me. Actually, the demographics show that most of you are like 40 or 50 years old, so I'm really excited to hear your own experience with this song. Did you know about the lyrics? Is this your first time listening to the content of the song and what it's talking about? If it's not, if it is, leave it down below in the comments. Tell me what you think about it. Do you think the song should be banned or not? Do you think the Rolling Stones should go back to performing this song? I personally think that they shouldn't, because again, the artists should be able to sing whatever they want and write whatever they want. Freedom of speech applies to everything. I believe it's absolute. But I personally think that the lyrics in this song could be counted as an exception. I don't know, because it's really bad. You know, imagine that you are an African American person that is really excited to go to a Rolling Stones concert. You've heard songs like Wild Horses, Give Me Shelter, maybe Angie, you know, or let's say they're into the new stuff, you know, Doom and Gloom, and they go to the concert and they play Brown Sugar, and you're listening to Mick Jagger tell the story of a black woman being sexually abused by their slave master. That is, I can't imagine, you know, going through that experience. And actually, I think there was a story about a reporter that was very insulted by the lyrics, but continued to dance, continued to enjoy it because it's so contagious and it's so exciting and it feels so good when you're listening to this song that it's almost impossible to escape its grasp. You know, rock and roll kind of possesses your body and makes you dance to whatever you're listening to, if it's about sex, drugs, talking about 16-year-old girls like this song does, you know, and that's another reason why the lyrics are fucking crazy. But at the moment, it feels like you're doing nothing wrong, you know. And actually, I'm pretty sure, and I'm sorry if I'm gonna get in trouble for this, but if you play this song right now, I'm probably gonna try and sing along to it and dance to it because again, like, this is one of my favorite songs ever. I think the lyrics were crazy. I think that Mick Jagger was way out of pocket with this, but still, we can't deny that in an album like Sticky Fingers, this is still one of the best tunes in the entire thing. The saxophone solo, the incredible guitar playing, Mick Jagger's performance is incredible. And now that I think about it, why don't they rewrite the song and make it about something completely different with the same melody, the same energy, you know, the same tunes, the same saxophone solo, the same guitar playing, but use different lyrics, you know. It's the same tune, people are still gonna like it, and you can continue to perform the song live. I think that arguing that the reason why the song was so popular was because of, you know, its themes, it's stupid. Like, it's not the case at all. You know, the song is just a really nice tune. Once again, I've listened to the songs for 10 years and I've never really paid attention to the lyrics, so I think that if they were to change the lyrics for something different, I would still enjoy the song like I enjoy right now. So yeah, maybe that's a good idea. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. This was a weird video. I don't know if anyone's gonna watch. Probably not. You know, every time I find myself talking about something that's not the Beatles, people just don't watch the video, you know. But if you find yourself watching this video, I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any other videos that I upload. If you want me to talk about any other topics related to music, if you want me to check out a song, album, or artist, go ahead and leave it down below, and I'll make sure to read it and fulfill your requests as soon as I can. Once again, I hope that you enjoyed, and I hope that I can see you soon with a new video. But until then, bye.